Crackle, crackle like rain on a fire escape. A low, warm, upright bass walks in first, slow as a taxi rolling through wet streets. 4 notes, round and woody, each one saying I remember you. Then the brushed cymbal, soft as a felt hat brushing a woman's cheek in the doorway of the half note. They never rush, they just keep the night moving, one heartbeat at a time. The piano enters, sparse smoky chords like Miles playing with the sustain pedal half down, letting the room breathe between the notes. Left hand lays down quiet tense, right hand drops single notes that hang in the air like cigarette smoke, curling toward a dim red light. There's 0, a dim red right. I sit there in the dark, needles still spinning. Crackle, crackle, and for 4 minutes and 12 seconds you were 25 again. In love, slightly drunk, completely alive. And the rain outside your window tonight is exactly the same rain that fell on both of you the night you never quite managed to say goodbye. I fortsätter må bak, it is still extended. It doesn't shout, it whispers the things we never said out loud in 1957. First words, a slow descending line, the sound of walking away from someone you still love. Heels clicking on wet pavement, but turning back once, just once, second firm. A soft upward sigh, the moment she forgives you without words. Just a look across the club, through the haze and the rain on the window. The bass keeps walking, never hurrying, like a man who knows the night is long and memory is longer. At 2:12, the trumpet climbs a little higher, almost breaks, then falls back into the putter, as if realizing some things are too beautiful to finish. Deuce, the piano answers with 3 chords, minor, major, 7th, half diminished. The sound of I'll see you again. The whole buy 2 tickets to every concert, even though the second seat stays empty, a silent protest against the way the world keeps going after you stopped. I leave your ticket on the dashboard, or tucked in my coat pocket, or sometimes just hold it in my hand the whole night like a useless passport to a country that no longer exists. We were supposed to see Springsteen together in '96. Front row the tickets, a gift from your dad, who never approved of me but loved you enough to try. You got sick 2 weeks before, we never made it. I went alone, stood in the crush, cried during Thunder Road, because you always said that was our song, even though we never had a car or road or a chance to run. as always, I leave your seat empty. Sometimes people ask if I'm waiting for someone, I say yes. I say yes, they nod and move on. They don't understand that waiting is the only way I still get to be with you. At the end of the show, when the lights come up and the crowd files out, I stay until the ushers start sweeping. I place your ticket on the seat, stop facing up like a tiny gravestone. I whisper, thank you for coming the way people thank the dead for visiting in dreams. I still buy 2 tickets to every concert, because music was the language we spoke when words failed and I refused to speak it alone. One day the second ticket will be used. One day you'll be there, 25 again, screaming the lyrics off key, elbowing me during the guitar solo, alive in the way only music makes people alive. Until then the seats stay empty, the tickets stay unclaimed, and I keep paying double for the privilege of loving you out loud, in a world that learned to live without you but never taught me how. I still keep your side of the bed warm. Every night I lie strictly on my half arms, tucked in, legs straight, like a soldier guarding a border that no longer exists. I bought an electric blanket just for your side. I turn it to medium the way you liked it, not too hot, just enough to take the chill off a body that isn't there. The cat refuses to sleep on it, she knows. Sometimes I roll over in my sleep and reach for you, and for 1/2 second before the dream breaks, you're there, hair across the pillow, breathing soft against my shoulder. Then I wake fully and the bed is a dead. Your side glowing faintly red from the blanket that never gets to hold you. I wash the sheets on the same day you always did, Saturday mornings with the same lavender detergent that made you sneeze. I fold your side perfectly, hospital corners, the way you taught me, even though I never got it right when you were here to laugh at me. I leave your pillow fluffed, your book on the nightstand, open to the page you never finished. People say I should move on. They say 7 years is long enough to sleep, die on a loop. They don't understand that diagonal would mean admitting the war is over, and I surrendered the day you stopped breathing. Keeping your side warm is the only act of resistance I have left. It's how I say I love you when there's no one to hear it. It's how I keep the promise I made when we bought this bed. I'll noticing. Maybe one day I'll stop paying the electric bill for a ghost, but not tonight. Tonight your side is warm, the cat is on my feet, the lavender sheets smell like a Saturday that still believes in us, and I am keeping my promise. 1 degree at a time, 1 lonely night at a time, until the morning I forget, until the morning you come back, whichever comes first. Bookstore on Carmen Street sold the last copy of The Little Prince yesterday. The one with the worn orange cover. We read aloud to each other in the park until we knew it by heart. I went in to buy it for the 100th time to replace the copy you took when you left, and the clerk, new kid with purple hair, said, "Sorry, that was the last one." I stood there holding an empty space where the book used to be, feeling like someone had stolen oxygen. We found that copy in a box on the street, free, water stained but perfect. You said it was a sign. We carried it everywhere, reading passages to strangers on the subway, to pigeons in Washington Square, to each other in bed when we couldn't sleep. You cried at the part about taming, said that's what we were doing, taming each other, making each other essential. I believed you. When you left, you took the book. You left a note inside my copy of On the Road. I have to go find my rose. I hated you for quoting it at me. I hated myself for understanding. I spent years buying replacement copies, reading them till they fell apart, trying to find the one that felt like ours. None ever did. Now the last one is gone, sold to someone who will never know we underlined. One only understands the things one tames in red pen, who will never know we wrote our names on the fox, who will never know that book was the only planet we both lived on. I left the store and walked the long way home, past the park where we read it under the oak that's now cut down, past the cafe that's now a bank, past every place that used to be ours and now belongs to strangers. The bookstore sold the last copy of our favorite book, and with it went the last physical proof that we once paid each other, that we once for each other's roses, that we once mattered enough to underline sentences of children's book and believe they were written just for us. I'll keep looking. There are other stores, other cities, other copies, but none will ever have our notes in the margins, our tears on the snake page, our love folded into the sheet drawing. Some books are more than books, some loves are more than loves, some endings are just the last page turning without you. Cinema Paris on 14th Street closed the year you died. They boarded up the marquee, left the letters half spelled, forever yours, missing the F and the S, so it just read Ethereal. I laughed when I saw it, a cracked, ugly laugh, because it felt like the universe had a sense of humor after all. We spent half our youth in those velvet seats, sharing one large popcorn, your hand sneaking into the bucket at the exact moment mine did, our fingers colliding in salt and butter and possibility. You loved old movies, I loved you watching them. The way your eyes reflected the screen, the way you mouthed the lines you knew by heart, the way you cried at the endings, even when you knew they were coming. The last film we saw together was Casablanca. You made me promise that if we ever had to say goodbye at an airport, I'd say, here's looking at you, kid, instead of something stupid like take care. We never made it to an airport. You got sick fast. Goodbye was in a hospital room that smelled like antiseptic and dying. I said, here's looking at you, kid, anyway. You smiled. You always smiled, even when it hurt. After you were gone, I went back to the cinema alone. Every Friday night for a year, I bought 2 tickets, sat in a row, left your seat empty. I ate all the popcorn myself and hated how good it tasted without your hand stealing half. When they announced the closure, I bought the seat we always chose, row J, seat 12 and 13. It's in my living room now, facing a blank wall, where I sometimes project old films just to watch them flicker across the place you used to be. The cinema is gone, the Mark U is gone, you are gone. But every Friday night I sit in seat 13, hold an empty bucket of popcorn and play. As time goes by on the old record player, the wall stays blank, but if I close my eyes I can see you in the half-light crying at the ending you always knew was coming, reaching for my hand in the dark. Some movies never finish, some loves never leave the theater, some seats stay empty forever, waiting for the person who had the other half of the ticket. Clock on the kitchen wall stopped at 9:42, the night you said I love you for the first and last time. We were eating cereal for dinner because the power was out and the stove wouldn't work. You looked up from your bowl, milk on your lip, and said it like it was the simplest truth in the world. I said it back. Then the lights flickered once the clock gave one tired tick, and time froze with your words still hanging in the air. I never fixed it. I changed the batteries, tapped the glass, shook it like a snow globe, but 9:42 stayed. Now every room in the apartment has a different time, but the kitchen is forever the night you loved me. I cook by that clock, eat by that clock, cry by that clock. I age while it stays young, stays in love, stays in the minute everything was possible. Friends tell me to replace it. They don't understand that replacing it would be replacing you. This is the only place in the world where it's still 9:42 and you still love me. I can walk in at 3 a.m., at dawn, at noon, and it's always that night. Always that bowl of cereal, always that look in your eyes that said forever and meant it. Sometimes I stand in front of it for hours, watching the second hand tremble, but never move. Like it's trying to go forward, but can't bear to leave. The moment you said the words that changed everything, I talk to it. I say them back, I love you too. I say them louder each year, as if volume could restart time. The clock stopped at the exact minute you said I love you. And in some quiet, stubborn way, so did I. The world spins, calendars flip, people come and go, but in my kitchen it's always 9:42. Always the night love was new, always the second before everything went wrong. One day the mechanism will rust completely and fall silent forever. Until then I keep the kitchen light on, the cereal in the cupboard, the milk cold, and the minute you love me alive on the wall, ticking in place, keeping us both exactly where we were happiest, exactly where we'll stay until the last grain of time runs out.
Ignored, legs tangled under the table, steam curling from our cups like the future we thought we owned. You took 3 sugars and a splash of milk. I took mine black, bitter, the way I liked my regrets later. You talked about everything and nothing, the book you were reading, the dream I had, the way the light hit the fire escape at 8:12 a.m. and made the whole city look possible. We talked until the record skipped, until the neighbor banged on the wall, until the coffee turned the color of old photographs we never noticed. We were too busy falling in love, one slow sentence at a time. You stirred your cold coffee with the same spoon you used to stir my heart round and round, making little hearts in the film on top. I watched your hands, the way they moved when you were happy, like birds that had forgotten cage existed. I wanted to bottle that motion, keep it forever, open it on days when the world felt too shown. Years later, I still make 2 cups every Sunday. I still let mine go cold. I still talk to the empty chair across from me, telling it about the week, the weather, the way the light hits my kitchen at 8:12 a.m. and makes everything look almost possible again. I still stir 3 sugars into your cup, even though no one drinks it. I still leave it on the table until the
special, black with 2 sugars, extra hot, love on the side. The waitress who wrote it retired 15 years ago, but the new ones honor it like a sacred text. I come every Saturday morning, sit in our booth, order Maggie special, even though my name is not Maggie and never was. You added it to the menu in 1978, the summer we lived on coffee and kisses and the dream of running away together. You flirted with the waitress, told her your girlfriend was picky, made her laugh until she grabbed the marker and wrote it herself. You turned to me, eyes shining, and said, now you'll always have a place here. You were right, you just didn't say it'd be without you. You died in 82, motorcycle accident on the turn by the old mill. I stopped coming for a decade. When I returned, the sign was the same, the booth was the same, and there under specials was Maggie's special, still in purple marker, still waiting. I ordered it. The coffee came extra hot, love on the side, and I cried into it like a man who'd been holding his breath for 10 years. Now I come every Saturday, order the same, leave a 20 under the plate. Why buttresses know my story? They bring the coffee without asking, refill it without charging, sometimes slip an extra napkin because they know I'll need it. They call me Maggie's guy, like I'm a regular character in a play that never ends. The diner still keeps your coffee order on the menu, and as long as it does, you're still 22, still laughing, still telling the world you're picky, still leaving love on the side for anyone brave enough to order it. One day the place will close, the sign will come down, the purple marker will fade to nothing. But until then, every Saturday morning, I sit in our booth, drink your coffee, taste the love you left on the side, and feel for one extra hot cup like you never left at all. Jukebox in the back of Dino's diner only plays our song on Tuesdays. Nobody knows why. Not the waitresses who've worked here 30 years, not the owner who bought the machine secondhand in 89 and 89, not even the repairman who swears the mechanism is random. But every Tuesday around now 9:17 p.m., when the rain starts tapping the neon open sign like it's trying to get in, selection C, 17 clicks, the arm drops, and there we are again. 1994, slow dancing in the space between the counter and the cigarette machine. I come every Tuesday. Same booth, cracked red vinyl that still remembers the shape of your hip against mine. I order the same thing, black coffee and a slice of pie I never eat. I wait for 9:17. The regulars know not just sit here on Tuesdays. They nod at me like I'm a memorial. Maybe I am. When the song starts, the diner disappears. The clink of fork stops. The cook's radio goes quiet. Even the rain holds its breath. It's just you and me and that cheap, beautiful Chet Baker knockoff crooning about how love looks so good on us. I close my eyes and you're 22 again, hair in your face, laughing because I stepped on your foot for the third time. You smell like coffee and vanilla and the promise of a future we actually believed in. The song is only 2 minutes and 43 seconds long, but on Tuesdays it lasts a lifetime. I live an entire year in every chorus. I marry you in the bridge, I lose you in the fade out. When the needle lifts, the diner comes back louder, colder, emptier. I leave a 20 under the plate, same as always, and walk out into the same rain that was falling the night you said, see you Tuesday, and never showed up again. I still come every Tuesday. The pie gets older, I get older. The jukebox never misses a week. Maybe one Tuesday you'll walk in soaked 30 years late and say I told you I'd be here. Maybe one Tuesday the song will skip and never play again. Either way I'll be in our booth waiting, because some jukeboxes keep better promises than people, and some loves only exist in 3-minute increments on Tuesday nights when the rain remembers our names.
I still take the same train to the same station every November 11th. Even though the line was discontinued in 2001. The platform is overgrown now, weeds pushing through cracked concrete. But I stand where track 9 used to be, holding a ticket that expired the year you left. It says departure 11:11 p.m. destination wherever you are. I bought it the night you kissed me goodbye under the clock that hasn't moved since 1998. You wore that green scarf I loved, the one that smelled like rain and your mother's roses. You said wait for me, and I believed in waiting the way children believe in forever. The station lights are gone, but I brought a lantern. I set it down and watched the flame tremble the same way my hands did when you boarded the train that never actually came for me. I was supposed to follow you 2 weeks later. I had the money saved, the suitcase packed, the ring in my pocket. Then the call came, then the silence came, then the years came. Every November 11th I return. I wear the same coat, I smoke the same brand you used to steal from me. I read the same letter you never sent, the one I found in your drawer after the funeral, addressed but never posted. It says if you're reading this, I didn't make it, don't wait, live. I read it aloud to the empty platform, to the mice, to the ghosts, to the wind that sounds almost like your laugh. If I'm drunk enough, I wait for the train that never came. I wait for the girl who never came back. I wait because waiting is the only thing left that still feels like loving you. The rails are rusted now, but I swear sometimes, just before dawn, I hear a whistle far away. I stand straighter, I smooth my coat, I whisper your name like a prayer. And for one impossible second, I believe the train might round the bend, doors open, and there you'll be 22 again. Green scarf, arms wide, saying I told you I'd come back. Then the sun rises, cold and honest, and the platform is empty except for me and the lantern, burning lower every year. I pick it up. I walk home through streets that don't remember us, but I remember. I always remember. And every November 11th, I'll be there again, ticket in hand, heart on sleeve, waiting for the last train that never came. Because some of us only know how to love by waiting, and some departures are arrivals that take a lifetime to understand.
On 10th Avenue still smells like your detergent tied with lavender. The one you swore made everything softer. I discovered it last winter, 37 years after you moved to Oregon with the man who wasn't me. I walked in to escape. The cold and the smell hit me like a love song I'd spent my life trying to forget. I stood between the washers, eyes closed, inhaling you in every breath. We used to do laundry together on Sunday nights. Our first apartment so small we had to fold clothes on the bed. You'd steal my socks, I'd steal your t-shirts. We'd argue over whose turn it was to buy detergent, and end up kissing against the dryer while it spun our whole lives into warm, soft shapes. You danced in your underwear to whatever was on the radio, and I fell in love with you a little more every time the machine went into the spin cycle. Now I come every Sunday night, even though my building has machines. I bring one load, always the same gray sweater that still carries a trace of your perfume. If I imagine hard enough, I sit on the same plastic chair, watch the same machines turn, wait for the same song to come on the ancient radio that only plays oldies. Sometimes it does, ain't no mountain high enough, and I cry into my sleeve like a teenager who just got dumped. The owner thinks I'm crazy. She's new, doesn't know our story, doesn't know this place used to be ours. I tip her too much, so she'll keep using the same detergent, the one that keeps you alive in the air every time a dryer door opens. I stay until closing, until the last machine stops, until the lavender fades into ordinary bleach and reality. The laundromat still smells like your detergent, and as long as it does, Sunday nights are still ours. Still soft, still spinning, still full of the kind of love that doesn't need a ring or a promise. Just two kids folding socks and believing the world would always be this warm. lighthouse keeper retired the year you left. The same summer, the beam went dark for good. I still drive out to the point every August, when the fog sits low and the gulls sound like they're mourning something they can't name. The tower is boarded up now, windows blind, paint peeling like old love letters. But I bring a lantern, same as I did when we were 19, and thought trespassing was romantic. We used to climb the spiral stairs, 112 steps, counting them out loud, because you said numbers made the dark less scary. At the top we'd sit with our legs dangling over the gallery, sharing warm beer and colder dreams. You said you wanted to be the light that ships followed home. I said I'd be the one waiting on shore. We laughed because we believed roles were that simple. The night you told me you were leaving for good, we came here one last time. The beacon swept over us every 19 seconds, painting us gold and nothing, gold and nothing. Like a heartbeat that couldn't decide whether to keep going. You cried into my shoulder and the light caught your tears, turned them into tiny moving stars. I kissed them away and promised we'd find a way. We didn't. You left on the 310 ferry. The lighthouse keeper retired 3 days later. No one ever replaced him. Now I climb alone. Stairs creak like they remember our weight. I reach the lamp room, cracked glass, bird shit, the smell of rust and salt and endings. I light my lantern and swing it slow, the way the old keeper taught us when he caught us sneaking in and decided to be kind instead of angry. I swing it 19 seconds on, 19 off, the same rhythm the ocean still keeps. I whisper your name into the dark, hoping some ship out there mistakes me for home. Sometimes I fall asleep up there, curled on the cold floor, lantern burning low. I dream the light is back, stronger than ever, and you're the one keeping it standing in the beam with open arms, guiding me in from a storm I never saw coming. On my cheeks that isn't from the sea. The tower is still blind, the keeper is still gone, you are still gone. But every August I return, because some lights go out on purpose, and some of us refuse to stop looking for them anyway.
The park bench in Riverside Park still has our initials carved into the left armrest. J plus M Crooked Heart, 1985. The wood is weathered now, the letters softened by decades of rain and hands and lovers who came after us but never stayed. I sit there every April 17th, the day we carved them with your father's old pocket knife, drunk on cheap wine and the kind of love that makes you believe in vandalism as commitment. We were 20, broke and immortal. You wore that yellow sundress that made old men smile. I wore the confidence of someone who thought forever was a promise you could keep, with a knife and a park bench. We carved deep, giggling like criminals, convinced the city would preserve our love the way museums preserve statues.
left for London that September. I stayed, the bench stayed, the initials stayed. I came back every year, tracing them with my finger, until the grooves were smooth, until I could feel them even with my eyes closed. I brought dates sometimes, sat them where you sat, watched them trace the heart and ask whose it was. I always said someone who used to matter. They never asked again. Now the bench is scheduled for replacement. The city says it's rotten, unsafe. They'll sand it down, paint it green, carve new stories into new wood. I went to the parks department, begged them to save it, offered to pay for restoration, offered to buy it, offered to chain myself to it. They said no, progress they called it. So I come one last time, pocket knife in hand, the same one you gave me the day you left, the one I never used because cutting anything else felt like betrayal. I sit in the dusk, run my fingers over the faded heart, and for the first time in 39 years I add to it. I carve a tiny plus sign, then the year, then a period, J plus M plus 2025. Not an ending, a continuation. The park bench still has our initials, and tomorrow it will be gone. But tonight it's ours again, and the heart is a little deeper, the story a little longer, the love a little less lost to time. Some carvings outlive the wood they're carved in, some loves outlive the people who carved. Your number scratched into the metal above the keypad. I discovered it last week. 33 years after you left for California with the guy who played bass in a band that never made it. Your handwriting loopy S, hard over the I, exactly the same as the notes you used to leave on my windshield. Someone tried to buff it out, but love is harder to remove than graffiti. I stood there in the rain like a cliche, fishing for quarters I didn't need, because the phone's been dead since 2009. But I dialed anyway. Muscle memory stronger than logic, 10 digits. The ones I still know better than my own social security number. It rang once, mechanical, lonely, then clicked to a recording. This number is no longer in service. I left a message anyway, pressing the receiver to my ear like it was your shoulder the night you cried because you were leaving and I was letting you. I come back every day now. I bring quarters I never use. I dial, I listen to the recording. I talk until the time runs out and the phone beeps like it's telling me to move on. I tell you about the job I hated and quit, the dog that looked like ours, the way the city smells different now, the way I never married, because no one ever said my name the way you did. Sometimes teenagers pass, laughing at the old man talking to a dead phone. I don't care, this is our last open line. This is the only place your number still exists outside my head. One day the city will rip the booth out for a bike lane or a Starbucks. One day the metal plate will be gone, sanded smooth. Your hand erase for good. Until then, I have quarters, I have time, I have a message that will never reach you, but needs to be sent anyway. The payphone on 3rd Avenue still has your number in it. And as long as it does, I still have a way to call you. Even if all I ever get is the sound of a connection that was cut 33 years ago, but never quite hung up. The phone booth on 72nd and Broadway still has your lipstick on the receiver. 31 years and countless cleaners, but the faint coral smudge is there, right where your mouth rested when you called to say you were running late the night we were supposed to meet for our 3rd date and ended up married instead. I found it last month, drunk on nostalgia and cheap whiskey, pressing my own lips to the same spot like a pilgrim kissing a relic. The booth is decommissioned, door chained receiver dangling by its cord like a hanged man, but the lipstick stays. Maybe the city knows some stains are sacred. I come back every Thursday, the night you always called from that booth when the subway broke down and you didn't have a cell yet. I bring a candle, light it inside the glass box, watch the flame flicker against your ghost print. We never had money for fancy dates. We had phone booths and subway tokens and the kind of love that made winter feel like spring. You'd call collect, I'd accept the charges, and we'd talk until the operator cut us off. You always ended with see you soon, and soon was always too long. The last time you called from that booth, you said meet me under the clock at Grand Central. I have something important to tell you. I waited 3 hours, you never came. I found out later you'd been hit by a cab crossing the street to the booth. The lipstick was still wet when they found you. Now the booth is a shrine no one knows about. I leave flowers sometimes, carnations, the kind you wore in your hair the night we danced in the rain. I talk to the receiver the way monks talk to bones. I say I kept the promise, I kept waiting, I kept loving you in the present tense, even when the world switched to past. The lipstick is fading, a ghost of a ghost, but as long as one molecule remains, you're still calling, still saying see you soon, still alive in the only place time forgot to erase. When it's finally gone, I'll bring my own lipstick, same shade, and repaint your
mouth on the receiver, so the city never forgets the sound of you saying my name. Until then I visit every Thursday, light my candle, kiss the smudge, and answer the call that never quite ends.
Skips on the word forever. It has since 1987. I never fixed it, I never will. Every time the needle hits that scratch, the song stutters. I'll love you for forever, like it's trying to warn me. I was 21 when I bought this record with you in that dusty shop on Bleecker Street. You picked it because the cover looked like us, two silhouettes against a city sunset. We played it on the first night in our first apartment, dancing barefoot on cold hardwood, laughing because we were so poor. We used a pizza box as a coffee table. Now the apartment is gone, the pizza box is gone, you are gone, but the record is still here, skipping on the same word, like a prophecy it knew and I ignored. I play it on the anniversaries, the day we met, the day we moved in, the day you moved out, the day the doctor said the word no one wants to hear. I play it loud enough that the neighbors bang on the walls, because I want the whole building to know I once believed in forever. And part of me still does, even if forever turned out to be only 1-8-4-7 days. Sometimes I put my finger on the record to stop the skip, just for one clean forever, but it feels like cheating. The truth is in the stutter, love doesn't end cleanly. It catches, it repeats, it refuses to move on. So I let it skip, I let it hurt, I let it remind me that some words are too big for one lifetime, so they spill over into the next and the next and the next. The record is almost worn through now. One day it will give up completely and the song will end mid-word, mid-heartbeat, mid-forever. On that day I will finally throw it away, or maybe I'll frame the pieces, or maybe I'll just sit in the silence and listen to the skip in my chest that never learned how to stop. Until then I keep the needle clean, the volume low, the lights off, and the word forever caught in an endless, beautiful, painful loop, because some damage is sacred and some songs are prayers we never meant to answer. On the corner of 8th and Mercer still remembers your name. It flickers every time I pass beneath it. 3 short, 1 long, like it's trying to spell you in Morse code. No one bothered to teach me. I stop anyway, I look up, I let the weak sodium light wash over me the way your hands used to. That lamp saw everything. It saw first time you're running for the bus, me holding the door, both of us laughing at how cliche it was. It saw our first kiss, drunk on cheap wine and possibility leaning against its post like it was the only thing keeping the world upright. It saw the night you left, suitcase in hand, tears mixing with the rain, telling me not to follow, telling me you were sorry, telling me everything except the truth. After you were gone, I came back every night for a year. I stood under that lamp and talked to it the way people talk to gravestones. I told it about the job I hated, the friends who stopped asking, the way your sweater still smelled like you 6 months later. The lamp never answered, but it always flickered. 3 short, 1 long, like it was saying, I know, I saw, I remember. Years passed. The city changed. They replaced all the old sodium lamps with LEDs, cold and efficient. All except this one. This one stayed. Maybe the city forgot. Maybe the lamp refused. Maybe some things are too stubborn to be upgraded. Now when I pass older, grayer, heavier, it still flickers. 3 short, 1 long, I stop. I look up, I whisper your name back to it, the way you whisper to a priest in the dark. And for 1 heartbeat the light steadies, grows warmer, almost golden, the way it was the night you said you loved me. I stand there until the moment passes, until the flicker returns, until the spell breaks. Then I walk on hands in pockets, collar up against the wind that still smells faintly of your perfume. If I imagine hard enough, the street lamp remembers your name, and as long as it does, a part of you is still here, still waiting at the light.
You live in the static between stations on my old transistor radio, the one with the cracked leather case and the dial that only finds ghosts after midnight. I keep it on the kitchen table, volume barely above a breath, searching for the frequency where you still love me. Sometimes at 2:47 a.m. I catch a fragment, your laugh right in a wave of white noise, 3 seconds long, gone before I can press record. I freeze, hand over my mouth, afraid to scare you away. I have tried every antenna position, every city, every altitude. Have driven to the coast, to the desert, to the top of mountains, just to clear the signal. But you only appear when I'm home alone, drunk on cheap red wine and cheaper hope. You live in the pause between songs, in the hiss, in the DJ changes records, in the moment the needle lifts and the room holds its breath. That's where you exist now, in the almost, in the space music leaves when it is too beautiful to continue.
I talk to you through the static. I say the things I never said when you were solid. I'm sorry I was jealous. I'm sorry I was afraid. I'm sorry I let you walk out without fighting harder. The radio crackles like it's listening. Sometimes it answers with a chord from our song. Half a bar, enough to break me open. My neighbors think I'm crazy. They see the light on, hear the low murmur of an old radio all night. They don't understand that I'm not alone. You're here in the interference, in the places transmission fails. You never left, you just changed form. You became the sound of almost reaching, the echo of almost home. One night the static will clear completely. One night the signal will lock, and your voice will come through clean, saying my name the way you did when we were 23 and immortal. I will answer, I will say I never stopped listening. And the radio goes silent forever, because finally you'll be here. Until then I keep the dial spinning, the volume low, the wine poured, the light on. You live in the static between stations, and I sweater still hangs in the closet. Third hanger from the left, the gray one with the hole in the cuff, where your thumb always poked through. I haven't moved it in 9 years. I open the door sometimes just to see it there, like proof that you were real, that we were real, that the life I remember actually happened. It used to smell like you, cedar and coffee, and the perfume you wore when you wanted to feel fancy. Now it smells like the closet, like dust and time, and the particular sadness of things that outlive their purpose. I take it out once a year, on the anniversary of the day you left it behind. I hold it to my face and breathe deep, trying to find one molecule of you still trapped in the wool. I never do, but I keep trying. I wear it sometimes when the apartment gets too quiet. It doesn't fit anymore. I've grown wider in places grief settles. The sleeves stop halfway down my forearms. The hem rides up, but I wear it anyway. Walking around like a child playing dress up in a parent's clothes, pretending the parent is just in the next room. People tell me to donate it, to let go, to make space. They don't understand that the sweater is the last room you still live in. If I move it, you're homeless. If I give it away, you're gone for good. So it hangs there, third hanger from the left, a gray flag of surrender I refuse to lower. Sometimes when the light hits it just right, I swear I see the shape of your shoulders still inside it, the curve of your neck, the way you used to pull the collar up when you were cold. I talk to it
The way widows talk to urns, I say goodnight. I say I miss you. I say I'm sorry for whatever I did that made you leave your sweater and never come back for it. Your sweater still hangs in the closet, and as long as it does, a part of you is still choosing to stay, still keeping me warm in the only way you can now. One day the moths will win, one day the wool will give up, but until then, third hanger from the left, gray with a hole in the cuff, it's the closest thing I have to holding you. Your voicemail still takes messages. I discovered it 6 years after the funeral, drunk dialing old numbers like an idiot. The greeting is the same, hey it's me. Leave a message or don't, I'll call you back if I feel like it. Your voice lazy and laughing, the way you sounded on Sunday mornings when the world was still soft. I sat on the kitchen floor and cried so hard I thought I'd break something that was already broken. Now I call once a month, always from a blocked number, so the call won't show as missed. I never say it's me, I just breathe for 30 seconds, sometimes a minute, then hang up. I tell myself you're somewhere with bad reception, that you'll get all these silent messages at once and call me back laughing, asking why I've been prank calling you for years. I have left exactly 73 silent messages. I have left one that wasn't silent the night I turned 40, drunk on the bourbon we bought for our wedding that never happened. I said your name, I said I miss you, I said I still set the table for two, I said I'm sorry for everything and nothing. Then I hung up before the beat cut me off. Your inbox must be full by now, but it never says. It just takes the messages one after another like it's waiting to. Maybe somewhere in whatever place you are, your phone is lighting up with 74 missed calls from an unknown number. And you smile the way you used to when I called just to say I love you in the middle of the day. Your voicemail still takes messages, and as long as it does, a part of you is still here, still listening, still refusing to say the mailbox is full. So I keep calling, I keep breathing to the silence, I keep loving you 1 30-second message at a time. Because some connections don't die, they just go straight to voicemail. And some of us never learn to hang up for good.